What's going on, everyone? My name is Dominic Delgado. Welcome back to the channel and to another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about Senseonics, ticker symbol SENS. As we have seen in the past couple of months, as of 2021, we started around the dollar range and have worked our way up to the $5 range at the peak. The past couple of weeks have been a major pullback on the market as a whole, and that is no difference for Senseonics. This is a great time to potentially watch, see what the market does in this upcoming week. If you could potentially buy now, let it drop a little more, buy in then. But over to 2021, we have already seen Senseonics do amazing, already 4xing their start of this year. So some things I wanted to go over today in the stock was talking about their Q4 earnings they have coming up this week. On top of that, their clinical trials for their 180-day Senseonic glucose monitoring system that is going to be taking place around April or early May. On top of that, their 365-day FDA approval expected to be Q3 or early Q4 earnings, so sometime in October. On top of that, the overall deaths we see year-to-year basis, not only in the United States but worldwide, and how Senseonics can potentially save millions of lives with their system. Before we get into today's video, just wanted to say I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. The reason I'm bringing up Senseonics again is because while I was working over the weekend, I did see this lady at my work get up in a rush when her alarm went off, and just to go see her use her pen to prick her finger was kind of alarming, just because it goes to show how much of a hassle this can actually be for many people. Unfortunately, diabetes does kill a lot of people year to year. So if Senseonics is able to get this and help these people out in their day-to-day life, if you did buy in early January around the dollar mark and still holding on, this pullback we've seen the past couple of weeks isn't a very big deal to you because you are still profitable right now. But every dip is a buy-in opportunity. If you do see some potential in Senseonics after watching this video, go ahead and monitor it closely this week to see if there's still some major pullbacks and you could potentially buy at a lower price, or if you can hop in now before it goes back up to the $5 range. With Senseonics having their Q4 earnings on March 4th, that is going to be this Thursday right before bell opens. Their last year EPS for their quarter was 18 cents, and they're expected to do a 11-cent return this year, making them grow a substantial amount from last year's quarter earnings. And the more we see this company start to get implemented in the day-to-day life when the FDA approval is started, we could potentially see this company surpass their yearly earnings in a quite fast-paced. So with the whole COVID-19 pandemic, their Senseonics 100-day Eversense glucose monitoring system was delayed. Their trials will be expected to be taking place on April 15th. And if this goes to plan, we can easily see the 365 days get FDA approval sometime this year as well. Now, the whole reason that they did not get accepted to the FDA for their Eversense glucose monitoring system is because with all the vaccines rolling out, recently our newest one that we did just get, it was the Johnson & Johnson approved for their emergency use vaccination. So with the FDA's approval still pending for the Eversense, we can see how they are still prioritizing the vaccines before anything else. Why is the Eversense system so important, and why can it change millions of lives? So the Eversense is a sensor you place in your arm. On top of that, instead of having to use the pen to monitor your glucose levels a couple times a day, you can have easy access with the transmitter that will send it directly to your phone. On top of this, it is on real time, so you can check your phone on any time of the day and it'll give you the exact amount of your glucose measuring. It'll also help you track events like your meals, workouts, and identify any changes. This being in mind, if we do see this implemented in the FDA approval, this can be life-changing for many people as it does save them the convenience and it's just easier to go with. On top of being convenient, it is very easy for anyone to use, including the elderly, which we do see in a chart later on in the video that there are many people in the older range that have diabetes, type 1 and type 2. The leading cause of death though is type 2 diabetes. So with this system, you're essentially able to have it linked to your arm, and on top of that, not only being able to see the live feed of your glucose system, you're able to have it directly linked to your doctor, So if there's any type of flare-ups in your numbers, you can have it shared directly to them, and they can have you come in as soon as possible to go over any changes you can make in your diet. So the ADA reported that more Americans die from diabetes every year compared to AIDS and breast cancer combined. According to the CDC, 79,535 deaths occur each year due to diabetes. The number of fatalities related to the diabetes may be underreported. So not only is there a lot of deaths, but on top of that, they don't even know if this is the exact amount of number, because we can tend to see that diabetes leads to other causes of death as well, whether it being strokes, heart attacks, or other types of causes of death. So with diabetes on the uptrend, not only in the United States, but worldwide, we can see in the past couple of years from 2011, it was about 9.5% of people had it. Where we are today, we are at 10%. So we've already increased by a whole percentage point of people who have diabetes. On top of that, we can scroll down and look at the demographic with the female and male percentage points for the adults who have diabetes. With that as well, we can take a look at the age. So you can typically see that the younger population isn't widely as affected, but when you come down to the age of 65 plus, it is 23%. And with the Eversense program being able to do a 365-day, this will make it much more convenient for the elderly who aren't able to do the pen as frequently or as easily as the younger generation. And the other percentage is 14% from 45 to 64. The highly affected ethnicity from the diabetes is going to be the African American and the Hispanic race, and the leader of that is going to be the white. Income doesn't really play a major factor in how you get diabetes, but with the lower income, you can tend to see that there are more increases of diabetes. This can probably be caused by the lack of healthy foods that are bought. With the busy schedules having to go from job to job, they are tending to eat more fast food or unhealthy foods because it is cheaper most of the time. Coming over and looking at the options we have for the July 16th, 2021 calls. If you do see, we have 52,000 people holding these option plays as of right now. 767 were traded last Friday, and you can buy them for $130 per contract. This goes to show how many people are expecting good news for Senseonics and the FDA approval. With the year-over-year growing numbers of diabetes, we can see Senseonics be a big life changer. So go ahead and leave me in the comments below telling me if you're invested with Senseonics. Are you going to be looking at any options plays? That's all I've got for you guys in today's video. If you did enjoy, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.